All right. I'm here at a friend's house. She's had this bamboo grow for about 30 or more years. And this past winter, we had a really cold day and a half where it got down to -7, which is colder than it's supposed to get here in zone 6B. But the -7 wasn't even the real issue. The real issue was that it was blowing really hard for about a day and a half at -7. So bamboo didn't like it and it got knocked back to the ground. So I'm going to cut down a lot of this dead bamboo and we're going to use it, and it's going to help free up some sunlight in there for all the new shoots to be more happy than they are right now, although they're looking really good. But it doesn't look like there are any really big shoots this year, so I think just got really shocked, but it's gonna come back fine. I'm gonna start sawzalling away. So I forgot to mention that the entire time that she's had this bamboo, just over 30 years, she's never had it completely die back to the ground. So it was a pretty bizarre weather event that led to this, but hopefully we're going to get a lot of good use out of these canes. It's still a pretty pretty crazy place to be in the middle of this grove. It was a lot more open before, but now that there's all this new growth starting to shoot up, try and salvage what was lost, it's really hard to walk through. But before it was a lot more open because there was all these mature canes in here. And yeah, there's just a little hummingbird right behind me. Yeah, it's one thing that she really loves, is that this bamboo forest just gets loaded with hummingbirds. They're just nesting here like crazy, and she has feeders everywhere, and it's just a hummingbird paradise. And it will be again. Probably next year, some of these big old canes will start to pop out again. It's one awesome thing about bamboo. It's that, each year it puts out new shoots, and stuff like this pops out of the ground and telescopes up in a few weeks, and then you have big old canes. So it's a really amazing plant, and I'm excited for mine to grow up and get ridiculously tall like that. Oh, this is awesome. Alright, got a better sawzall now. Oh, it's still really hard to do this one hand. Oh, look, a gooseberry. Awesome. Well, haven't even really scratched the surface on all the dead canes that are here, and I've made kind of a mess. But yeah, check out how many canes there are in here. Can build a lot of stuff out of this. So there is so much more, but all of my Sawzall batteries are dead. Just have 3 batteries, so whew, sure helped out a lot, though. I can't imagine hand sawing all this stuff. It would have taken forever. But at least this front area right here It's been cleared of those old dead canes. So, yeah, hopefully they'll get a little bit more light, and next year start popping up some big old canes again. Because yeah, that's about the biggest one right there this year. So that cold weather really knocked it back, which is unfortunate, but at least my friend is nice enough to let me and my family take all these beautiful bamboo canes, and we're going to put them to good use. Probably use some of these smaller ones for tomato stakes if I decide to even do anything with my tomatoes this year. Maybe I'll just let them run wild. We'll see. All right, well, that's it. Time to strap it all in and head on home. All right, here's the dogs. Well, I didn't show much of the process of cutting the bamboo down to size and putting it on the trailer because, well, I needed both of my hands, and until I get like a GoPro or something, doing things one-handed. Anyway, I did get quite a few nice big sections here. You know, made them the whole length of the trailer. I mean, just look at this. Oh, it's a pretty hefty piece of bamboo right there. Not quite sure what species this is that she has. I'm growing it on my property now as well. So hopefully I can figure that out eventually, because I would really like to know. I do have a few other varieties of bamboo that I will talk about. But this stuff is pretty awesome. I got lots of big sections, but I also kept some smaller pieces as well. It's a lot of really nice stuff here, and this was just a very small portion of what's there, so I'm gonna have to go back many times to clear that out for her. So I need to start thinking about what I want to do with these. I know with some of them I'm definitely going to make trellises. Not really trellis, just kind of more like a A-frame setup along some of the beds that I have tomatoes in, and then I'll just tie them up to that frame. So that'll be good. What are you doing over there, Lopin? Anyway, I do have some of her bamboo over here. This is something that I dug up and planted in here last year. And same deal, same story with her bamboo happened to mine. There was a really cold snap, went down to -7, and all my bamboo died back to the ground. Let's see here. But I have since planted a lot of her bamboo, but I also got some bamboo from lewisbamboo.com. And you can see here's the original cane that I planted, and that died in that cold snap, but it is sprung back. It's definitely expanded, even though it had that setback. So this is red margin bamboo. That's Phyllostachys rubra marginata. I'll have to look that back up again.
It says it right there.
It says red margin bamboo, but I forget what the exact scientific name is. Close enough. But my goal with the bamboo is I want this whole section right here just full of bamboo, because I don't want to see the road anymore. So I'm gonna have a bamboo forest right here, and if you can see right there and right there, yeah, that one didn't make it, but I've planted some bamboo going down that way. Of course, I've got this one over here, kind of gonna fill in that hole. But I've also planted one right there and right there. That one over there is red margin bamboo. But this one over here is Phyllostachys Viridis, I believe is what it's called, Robert Young variety. And so these actually get these really nice yellow canes that have green stripes on them. And unfortunately, just like the same story as the other one, the original one died in that storm. But these ones are really pretty, and it's another timber bamboo. Should get nice and big. Oh, so I'm excited about it. Excited to have my own bamboo forest. Not only is it going to block the road, but I'm also going to have building materials. Don't mind the pool liner. Hoping to make a pond out of that at some point. Anyway, not just excited about using the bamboo for random building purposes, but also all these varieties that I've planted are edible. And I'm assuming the one that I got from our friend Lois is also edible, but I'll have to get a ID on that species before we know for sure, but it seems like the majority of bamboos are edible. And so that leads us to the other question. Aren't you afraid that it's going to spread everywhere?
That's basically what you want it to do, right?
Am I afraid it's going to spread everywhere?
No.
No, that's what I'm hoping that we'll do, actually. I want it to spread everywhere. But it's not going to spread everywhere because we're going to be eating it and cutting it down and using it. So, will it go crazy? Yes, it will. Am I expecting that to happen? Yes, I am. Am I excited for that to happen? Yes, I am. The thing about bamboo is it needs a lot of sun, so it won't outcompete the forest. It's just a fact. Will it spread to open areas on my property? Yes, but in the spring is when it sends up new shoots. And so you got to go around and then you have to decide, okay, do I want this shoot to be here or do I not want it to be there? And if you don't want it to be there, you can either harvest it and eat it, or you can just step on it and that'll kill the shoot. And then you won't have bamboo spreading like crazy. So it's not that big of a deal. And I'm really excited about bamboo. So I'm planting it, a lot of it actually. And bamboo is exciting. Look at all that.
This is from a friend.
Lots can be done with it.